Bobby, how was your weekend?
He finished.
Yes,
I did finish.
No, he did.
What,
He
I did.
didn't do anything.
The nigga beat Spiderman.
I did beat Spiderman.
You ain't got to tell
Mad
me what
niggas
happened.
beat Spider-Man. Mad sweaty niggas that don't go outside.
Y'all niggas ain't got no lives.
How the fuck you beat fucking 20 hours of gameplay?
Damn.
And you work, sleep. How the hell you find 20 hours to beat that shit? I don't care. Yo, Bobby, how was your weekend?
He gonna ask me a question and then be mad I'm about to answer.
I didn't ask you shit. He want to know about Spider-Man.
Now you don't have to tell me exactly what happened. Just tell me, is it better than the last one, story wise?
Okay, fine. Let's do that. How was Spider-Man?
Don't get that in the way. Just
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm thinking. Yeah, I think so.
really?
Yeah.
Storyline wise, mechanic wise.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think. Well, they're both good, so we'll start there.
Mm.
I just think. Well, actually, there is personal connection in this for Peter, and I think that works out really well. And then it also does a good job of sort of boosting Miles up a little bit and setting him up. And then there's also something that happens at the end that sets up potential what could be in the third game. Whether or not they do that or what they're going to do is we'll find out when 9 years from now. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's how long it takes for. I mean, the first one came out 2018, and this one just came out. So what was it?
I mean,
5
we
years, 6
had
years.
Miles, we had Spider-Man,
Yeah.
we had Peter Parker, then we
Yeah,
had
it was Miles
Morales,
in
then we
between,
had-
and then this. So unless they do like another in between type game,
I think it
mean-
would be easier because you already have the mechanics.
yeah.
This rumor DLC. So,
Yeah, I mean, it's
yeah,
definitely gonna be
it's the last
DLC.
one.
So that should be able to carry us for at least another year and a
Yeah,
half.
that's
I want to say.
the only other thing I would recommend if you have the original Spider-Man is to play all the DLC because there's like certain things in Spider-Man 2 that I was a little like, I don't know what the fuck happened from how like somebody went from point A to point B, but I don't know how they got there because I didn't play any of the DLC.
Oh, like Tombstone and Black Cat shit?
Yeah, so I don't know if it's spoiled, so I don't want to mention who or what or why. But yeah, there's just like a little bit of stuff. It's like, well, where the fuck did she get that from, and why is she doing that shit type shit like now? And
Okay.
it's a little bit like, well, I didn't play any of the DLC in the original one, so that's where I think some of that stuff happened in. So I would maybe recommend doing that before playing. It's not gonna hurt none if you don't. It's just like you'll be like, oh, that's a little weird. How'd you go from doing this to now you're this? I was like,
I mean, there's YouTube.
I mean that too. Yeah, I guess
They'll connect all that shit
Yeah,
for you.
that's true. That's true.
Do you see the potential for a Venom spinoff?
Ooh.
Because people have, I mean, I think I saw an interview. I saw like little clips of, I guess the director of this Spider-Man 2 was on IGN, and people were asking for a Venom spinoff potentially. They're like, oh, we'll see how this one does, and
Lethal Protector.
We'll see if we can. He said if the public wants it, then we'll go off of that.
No niggas want it.
That's a fact.
No, but it's like if it's the same mechanics but just Venom, I don't really want that. I want something that's like a.
Well, that's you, nigga. I want to kill people.
I want to murder.
You telling me you want to play the same game 3 times?
Yeah,
Well, is it really the same game?
But if it's done well, yeah, we do it all the time. How many Call of Duties have you played? How many Halos have you played? How
True,
many
but this
Gears
is
of
like-
Wars have you
I
played?
feel
It's
like
the same game.
I feel like this is a different experience though. Like this is something like in another realm where it was like we want to outdo the last time, or we want to improve on the design. We want to give y'all the same shit, but then like a different.
Yeah,
rapper.
I mean, you improve it. I mean, but that's what sequels are. It's the same game. You just maybe add some tweaks to it.
Yeah.
How many Street Fighters have you played? How many Mortal
For
Kombat?
real, right?
It's essentially the same game. I mean, obviously, they put a little bit more mechanics. Okay, now you can counter. Now you can do this.
you
now,
can drive
or
rush.
yeah, or whatever.
You can do
Yeah,
this block.
exactly. So
Yeah.
it's like it's essentially the same game. You just modify the same thing with Spider-Man. So like now you have the wings
glider,
glider.
yeah.
I mean, and granted, right? How much does that change? It changes a bit, and that's more of traversal. And it's like there's like little tweaks, but it is essentially the same game as the first one.
Right.
But it's still fun to play.
Okay, but how about the Venom spinoff? Do you see the potential? Or do you want something like that?
I don't want to answer for that may incriminate me.
Oh.
I just don't want to spoil nothing, and
Gotcha.
I don't want to say nothing that might.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no comment.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Anything else on Spider-Man? Not really. Well, what do you rate it?
8 out of 10.
Okay.
8.5. Really good.
What would have gave it a 10? Well, if it spoils anything, then you don't have to speak on it. But what would make it a 10?
That's a good question. I don't have an answer to off the top of my head right now.